Buonasera ragazzi, buonasera ragazze, bentornate su Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 e siamo pronti all'avventura, andiamo! Eccoci, allora seguiamo la nostra amica che ci farà fare, ecco, che ci farà fare immagino, ok, che ci farà fare la preparazione del decotto per Henry. Per anzi, scusate. Bene. Ok. Ok, siamo pronti per l'alchimia. Ok, per cui andiamo a destra, sfogliamolo. Sì. Infuso di camomilla, ok. Benissimo. Quindi versiamo la camomilla nel calderone e bollire per un giro. Poi pestare la salvia e aggiungere al preparato. Bene. Allora. Camomilla. Che era vino. Sì, dai, vino. Bene, adesso dovremmo...
What did you pour in there?
Wine, of course.
Ok.
Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron
Quindi,
over the flame. So
ok.
you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Bene, per cui mettiamola a bollire.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need
Diamogli
to
un
get it
attimo.
good and hot. So you
Bene.
have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the
Sì.
bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling.
Bene.
To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take
Ok.
it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Ok, fatto.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs
ok.
that you need ready. The ones you picked, put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Camomilla, ok. E salvia. Bene.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Ok, per cui camomilla ragazzi. Bene. Ok, poi ancora la camomilla 2 volte se non erro.
Before you put it on the
Ok.
flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing
Ok,
it.
va
It's
bene.
got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See?
Ok,
When the
perfetto.
sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn.
Ok,
That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As
Bene.
soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough?
ok,
Take the cauldron off the flames.
togliamolo.
All
Bene,
right. Now take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
ok, allora sabbia. Scusate, sabbia. No, un attimo solo, ragazzi, scusate, sabbia. Nel mortaio, dove sta il mortaio? Però la sabbia. Quale sabbia, scusate? Prendi una manciata di... dalla borsa e premi... Ok, per cui... Ah, salvia.
Got it ground.
Non ho capito ragazzi, scusate. Salvia. Ah, ok, salvia. Perché ho detto sabbia ragazzi? Vabbè. Bene. Dai. Ho letto ragazzi sabbia,
Have you ground
scusate.
it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
Va bene.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Allora, un attimo solo, scusate. Quindi dobbiamo prendere... Ah, ok. La fiala. Ok, poi teniamo premuto.
Now let's see what you've brewed.
Ok. Bene. Bene. E direi che possiamo uscire. Ok.
Here it is.
Mi dispiace, ma non mi piace l'alchimia, ragazzi.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest.
Concordo.
Go and get a good sleep.
Grazie.
That works wonders.
Grazie mille. Allora, andiamo, ragazzi, a farci una pennichella. Una pennichella. Allora, bene, bene, bene. Allora, dormiamo e salviamo. Benissimo. Scusate, ok. 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 Va bene. Via.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Aia. Questa l'ho sentita,
Why did I
ragazzi.
miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Strongly dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
In effetti sì. La guerra è sempre qualcosa di sporco. In tutti i sensi.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Già.
Don't disappoint.
Quello è il secondo della lista, ragazzi.
Wake up, Henry.
Che vorrei suonare proprio come un
It's past
tamburo.
sunrise.
Chi è adesso? Forse la figlia della signora anziana?
I thought you'd never wake.
Sì. Sì, direi lei, sì.
Were you having a nightmare?
Vero. Stavo facendo un incubo, sì. Stavo facendo un incubo, sì.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
Ah, per cui ci ha
Ma
provato.
knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Mi sento bene, grazie. Meglio di
Really
ieri,
better than yesterday.
decisamente.
Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Allora, tenendo presente che, diciamo così, i sogni è meglio non farli interpretare, nel senso, se uno vuole interpretarli dovrebbe farlo da sé, no? Per cui era solo un sogno, non significa nulla, rispondiamole così, via, per evitare di farci appunto interpretare quello che avevamo sognato.
It was only a dream. There's no need to get upset about it. The important things happen when a person's awake. So the sooner I get up, the better.
Già.
I'll go and get a little fresh air and sunshine.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too.
Concordo.
Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Ok, allora, punti talento. Quando Harry sale di livello, benissimo, per accedere all'elenco dei talenti nell'inventario oppure nella scheda nell'inventario oppure nella scheda giocatore. Per cui andiamo in giocatore, ragazzi. In giocatore, eccolo qua. Giocatore, nella scheda giocatore puoi trovare tutte le informazioni importanti sugli attributi, le abilità e le condizioni attuali, la condizione attuale di Henry. Nel corso del gioco terrai punti talento da usare per migliorare attributi, abilità e arte bellica. Nelle altre schede troverai gli effetti che possono influenzare Henry temporaneamente, la reputazione nei luoghi visitati, le combo e la condizione attuale dei tuoi compagni animali. Benissimo, e direi che va bene così. Allora, livello principale potremmo aumentare, ragazzi, scusate, ecco, infatti adesso vado un attimino a ok, quindi abbiamo la forza che si può aumentare, addestramento, addestrato per combattere, gran lavoratore. Vediamo un attimo. Allora quindi gran lavoratore, ragazzi, aumenta, diciamo, il discorso del peso, che non sarebbe male. E anche questa qua, ragazzi, scusate, perché me l'ha tolto? Io non volevo nemmeno toglierla. Allora, giocatore, eccolo qua. Volevo semplicemente andare indietro. Allora, forza, agilità, vitalità, dialogo. Ragazzi, io direi per il momento dobbiamo aumentare un attimo il discorso del vigore. Scusate, vacca boia, mi viene istintivo, ragazzi, il discorso scusate, il discorso appunto del tornare indietro. Allora, con agilità cosa abbiamo? Maniabili, peso piuma. Ok, allora danni da caduta, maniabili, per cui peso piuma, evitiamo le cadute disastrose, diciamo così. Sarà inferiore di 2 per te. In generale, se l'agilità è inferiore a quella richiesta dell'arma, sarà più difficile combattere con essa, ma se l'agilità è più alta, il consumo di vigore diminuisce. Con questo talento... Boia, ragazzi, scusate. Giocatore. Ok, per cui maniabili. Allora io direi, ragazzi, cominciamo un attimino con il discorso del addestrato a combattere, via. Almeno così per il momento. Poi talento, punti talento 10. Ok, per cui livello principale. Poi abbiamo agilità, forza non riesco più a aumentare qua, ragazzi, no, per il momento no. Ok, agilità, maniabili, peso piuma era, ragazzi, usate i danni. Ok, E io direi mettiamoli agilità per il momento. Ok. Mettiamoli agilità per il momento. Poi io li metterei anche se avessimo qualcos'altro da poter... Vitalità. No. Abbiamo solo adesso la possibilità a livello principale. Allora, affascinante, opportunista. Se ottieni reputazione, questa ti rigenererà il 10% più velocemente. Ok. Oppure opportunista, se perdi reputazione la perdita sarà del 10% in meno. Io direi, ragazzi, va bene così per il momento, direi che va bene così. Altre cose non ne abbiamo. Bene, bene, bene. Altre non ne abbiamo, direi che non ne abbiamo altre. No. Bene. Andiamo. Dovremmo mangiare... Scusate un secondo che volevo vedere giocatore. Quali sono le problematiche che stiamo riscontrando dell'iconcina lì? Aspettate. Un attimo che volevo vedere appunto che tipo di problematica stavamo riscontrando. Diario, no. Mappa non mi interessa. Ok. Codex. Giocatore. I bonus, i malus, ragazzi, da vederli un attimino. Il vigore.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Immagino, sì, siamo affamati, dai, siamo affamati, via. Non era neanche difficile da capire come cosa. E puzziamo, per cui c'è da lavarci. Dobbiamo lavarci. Posso mangiare altro? Sì. Bene, ok. Sei sazio? Sì, dimmi di sì. Ok. Bene, direi che sazio. Siamo sazi. Poi andiamo a pulirci un attimo, ragazzi. Bene. Ok. E poi... Oh, finalmente, ragazzi. Guarda che figata. Ok.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did
Che
bring it all
ruffiano,
the way from the
ragazzi.
spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojana told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Ok. Allora.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a bull.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Sì.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they
Allora.
don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But
Ottimo.
the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
There must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
you must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but
Oh ragazzi,
as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna Juva.
See now, you've finally learned.
grazie, ci hai fatto la testa tanta.
Kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me.
Sì, in effetti non ho proprio il massimo, cioè, un pony ragazzi.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Townburg.
For Townburg? What was that about then?
Allora,
The foe took the castle by
ragazzi, facciamo un riepilogo per chi non avesse magari seguito il primo, no?
The mighty walls of Townburg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Vabbè, succede, no?
Seat.
Succede.
He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Sì.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw that I reckon
Bene.
you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Come hai battuto quel tagliagole? Bella domanda, sì, ci sta ragazzi.
Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside,
pareva.
and that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail, whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right.
Bene.
I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you.
Grazie
For your
mille.
journey.
Bajenim, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Grazie mille.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Berghoff, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done.
Devo
I
ridarglielo,
have
sì.
something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlina.
Quindi la ricetta della grappa del
handy.
Salvatore,
No
ragazzi.
doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right.
Ok.
We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless
Grazie
you.
mille.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. Nothing against the hospitality
Allora.
of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Allora, e gli altri nostri compagni? Allora ragazzi, gli altri
What about the
compagni
rest of our
intanto?
company? Could someone else have got away?
Sì.
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to
Infatti.
Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
Beh, caro, dai, su.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go look.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Sì.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
L'ho visto.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle, but
Dai,
that's
su.
nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it.
E in
around
effetti
here.
ragazzi le
Come
armi
on, let's
sono
get
importantissime.
going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Ok, caro. Gentilissima ragazzi. Dio la benedica. Anche sua figlia ovviamente. Ok. Ragazzi, cioè, la resa grafica a livello di presentazione scenica ci sta. È fatta veramente molto molto bene. Anche i colori. Per un momento pensavo che salutava le mucche, ho detto va bene tutto, ma insomma. Poi ho visto che c'era anche il pastore. Certo, gli fa anche la sorpresa. Grande Hans. Belle anche le musiche ragazzi, belle veramente. Allora, bene. Immagino che Hans già è pronto ragazzi. No, dai. Infatti ho richiamato quel cavolo di cane. Ragazzi, amo gli animali, però Il fatto di essere inseguito da un cane non è proprio il massimo della vita. Marcus, adesso ti apro la porta. Scusate ragazzi, c'è Marcus che necessita che gli apro la porta. Un attimo solo.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle.
Vieni Marcus.
Or at least a barber.
Marcus.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies.
Niente ragazzi, Marcus ha cambiato idea.
An educated man of medicine.
I gatti sono un po' così.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Fantastico. Fantastico. Bussare.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sahanash of Laipa.
Mi sembra che non ci stiano ragazzi calcolando per nulla. Vediamo. Ah, ecco, meno male qualcuno si è fatto vivo. No! No! Ma...
You fucking cunts! You know who I am?
No, we fucking don't.
Che simpatici.
I'm Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead.
Ma no.
We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws.
Ma ragazzi,
The
che
captain
sfiga.
barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Now that's what a messenger looks like. Count
Grazie.
yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Che gentili, eh?
Whether you like it or not, your shitty hands off me.
Che soggetti, eh?
Look, wait.
L'accoglienza non è proprio delle migliori. No. No, ragazzi. In certe situazioni l'abito fa il monaco.
Was that?
Se fossimo stati vestiti ragazzi di tutto punto, state certi che ci aprivano le porte subito.
So now what?
Triste verità.
There's only one thing we can do.
Però graficamente, ragazzi, a livello artistico fatto veramente bene.
Have you two got any groschen? What do you take me for, wench? For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate?
Allora,
You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan. How to
non
get
fare
out
il
of this
fenomeno,
shit.
dai, su.
Huh?
Allora, preferisci sentire invece un piano per tirarci fuori? Ok, allora, per prima cosa ci dobbiamo cambiare. Beh, io direi, ragazzi, ci dobbiamo
First thing
cambiare.
we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Allora, tornare indietro potrebbe essere una soluzione, ma... ragazzi, io direi proviamo
So I suppose
così.
the best thing is to go back to Ratai and eat crow, eh?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like
Ah.
this. It'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Grazie. Di chi era l'idea?
Up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell
vabbè.
you 4 reasons why.
L'auto...
Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some...
Allora, torneremo a seppellirli.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bageneth. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high.
Ok.
Promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Ragazzi,
Audentes
dai.
fortuna juvat.
Pure lui adesso. No, vabbè.
Food. About bloody time.
Sì.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
Ma quali gentleman, ragazzi. Su.
This stuff.
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Ottimo.
Cheers.
Ma Harry non era uno, diciamo, impegnato?
What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
Fight bear that witch. Winch!
Oh, I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Bene. Andiamo.
I'll be
Ovviamente.
with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you?
Not them nomad buck. Don't worry. I've come from the castle.
Bene.
I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died.
Rimani in silenzio.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Allora, bene ragazzi, andiamo a pulirci.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas. Everyone knows about him.
Allora.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits.
Allora, un secondo ragazzi. Ecco qua, bene. Puliamoci un attimo in effetti perché non è molto bello puzzare in questa maniera.
I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
No. I banditi vi hanno aggredito.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
We saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
Ok.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Forza. E questi che cacchio sono questi?
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there.
Ok.
For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Pronto per cosa?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off.
Cazzo, ma che cacchio abbiamo ordinato? Cioè praticamente niente. Va bene.
What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniffle, the second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be...
Va bene.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before.
Ok.
Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm put... Is that
Va
clear?
bene.
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Allora.
Scalix.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back of me whole life.
Allora,
I know this place inside and out.
Allora, ho sentito parlare di un matrimonio. Non mi interessa. Allora, dove dobbiamo portare...
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else.
Quindi ci imbucheremo lì, ragazzi. Immagino.
The daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Allora, parteciperà.
Who is this? Semi.
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semin. Old Jan Semin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family.
Ok.
The glory's faded a bit.
Bene.
Will Lord von Burgos be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semin is his vassal.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Bene.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Ovvio.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh,
Nulla.
nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svata there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Allora, scopri di più sul matrimonio, bene. Allora, con lei direi che siamo a posta.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
Ok, allora, vediamo un attimo, ragazzi, di capire... Scusate. Vediamo un attimo di mappa. Ok. Così vediamo un attimino, ragazzi, anche il da farsi. Allora, vediamo anche il da farsi. Però, se mi mostri un attimo... Ok. Quindi, scopriamo di più sul matrimonio, bene. Ok. Ok. Allora, amico mio, qua c'è da mettersi.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me insisting.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to
Perché
us?
potremmo
Because it looks like Von Burgov will be
imbucarci.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time.
Ragazzi,
we'll ask
andiamo
the
su.
locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Ma dai.
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort.
Giusto.
A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law.
Sì,
Oratoris,
certo.
the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay. And Bellatoris, the
Sì, certo.
warriors who protect the ones on
Sì,
their
sì,
knees
certo.
or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God
Sì.
and nature.
Sì, sì, certo. Allora. Chiesa, bla bla bla. Qual è il tuo posto? Parlantina non ti manca proprio? Ragazzi.
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status.
Ma dai!
Like you.
Che gentile, ragazzi.
In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about I simply cannot carry?
Va a cagare. Allora, temo non ci sia.
They say
Insisto,
clothes
ragazzi.
maketh the man, and you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural order will collapse if you get your hands dirty.
What do you know about a nobleman's honour? It's not long since I had to drag one sack
vabbè,
through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to...
Suit yourself, then. Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog.
Ma dai, che
as soon as we
gentile.
have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a truss. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry.
Sì, ciao caro. Ciao caro, ciao. Allora, bene.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
Look out! I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip.
Ok. Ragazzi, manca poi se pesano, Ok. Per cui. Pesano. Che cavoli devo portare, ragazzi? Ha detto seconda porta. Scusate. Ah, ecco, giù. Sì, giù di qua. Giù di qua. Ok. Cinque. Dai. Ok. 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 Scusate ragazzi la lentezza, ma questo gioco è anche questo. Giusto per farti vivere l'immersione totale del tempo. Allora via. E l'altro figuriamoci. Abbiamo perso reputazione inutilmente ragazzi, parlando con il nostro caro Hans, che se alzava un dito ci dava una mano, finivamo decisamente prima invece che essere caricati come muli. Ok, ma credo che la filosofia del nostro Hans sia
Did you say? Say it again. It
ancora
was their own fault. What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
in effetti non è stato molto intelligente. Calma, oh, infatti.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your
Sì.
chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your
Sì,
immediate
caro, dai,
apology.
ciao.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Allora,
That's enough. Cut
Basta
it out,
così.
both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
vabbè,
Eating him. I'll be done with you in a flash.
Hey!
You're no match. Yeah. Don't stand.
I'll hack your ass off! Shame on you!
Let him have it.
I'll beat you so pretty.
ahia.
We'll finish this quickly.
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
Nice!
Bene.
Yeah!
Now you die.
Slice him up!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Isn't an architect then? Not just ugly, but half-fist. Oh Gott, ich wurde...
Bene. Oh, vai.
Yeah, now we'll have you. Scheiße, you won't get me.
Ottimo.
Nice hit!
Shame on you.
Vieni.
What's this to be
Ottimo.
your
It'll be over in it.
Piano.
You dead, you bastard! Dead!
You.
Ottimo. Dai. Abbiamo problemi.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
E ti pareva. Basta. No. No. Ma... Ah. Aia.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat.
In effetti
How
sì.
dare you see-
Aia.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve.
Aia.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! You get a whipping team.
Pure. Ragazzi, succedeva, no?
You think you are?
Allora.
I'm the only one of us with any
Yeah.
sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Allora, non...
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl.
Sì.
You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
Dai, su.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me. Just like that.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Ma vaffanbrodo.
And you're a spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm.
Sì.
That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Dai, Han, su. Stai esagerando adesso. Comincia a far caldo, immagino. Ecco. Allora?
Right, ladies. Time to go home.
Grazie.
But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
E questi chi sono?
so.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit.
Eh...
Right, where were we?
Ecco.
Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Ciao.
Right. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright.
Ok. Ragazzi. Ok. Allora, crimine e reputazione, ogni azione ha delle conseguenze. Se commetti crimine le persone reagiranno. Cos'è un crimine? Tutto ciò da cui un onesto cristiano dovrebbe tenersi alla larga è considerato un crimine. Non bisogna uccidere innocenti, rubare, entrare nelle case altrui, fare del male, insomma, ok. Conseguenze dei crimini: se qualcuno ti coglie in flagrante mentre commetti un crimine, ti denuncia alle guardie o ti affronterà direttamente. Non sei al sicuro nemmeno se nessuno ti coglie in flagrante. Le persone non sono stupide e potrebbero dedurre che sei tu il colpevole. Allora, puoi trovare informazioni sulla tua reputazione nella scheda giocatore, nella sezione reputazione. Ok, la reputazione, quindi aumentando gli incarichi, facendo incarichi, ragazzi svolgendo gli incarichi aumenta anche la reputazione, giustamente. Ok, bene. Migliorare la tua reputazione. Per migliorare la tua reputazione puoi... Ok, possiamo pagare disordini. Se in una zona avvengono molti crimini, gli abitanti aumentano la vigilanza e si armano, mentre le guardie chiamano rinforzi. Una volta che la situazione si è calmata, tutto torna alla normalità. Bene.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perchtime.
Allora, ok. Utilizzando la mappa con ok, per cui lo spostamento, chiaramente lo spostamento rapido. Spostamento rapido. Allora. Fermi tutti. Fermi, ragazzi.
Aye. You're in the right place. Over here.
Vediamo.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Sì.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to...
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining.
Sì.
Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Allora.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in
Bene.
two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Bene. Allora.
How
Come si
does he show
pavoneggia?
off for the girls?
With his muscles. He rips logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people.
Bene.
Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Bene.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Bene, grazie mille. Mi serve qualche indumento.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again.
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Giusto. Mi serve qualche indumento.
Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps a...
Allora, vediamo un attimo. Mi servirebbe un'armatura. Vorrei sembrare nobile.
What armor are you talking about? Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many headed or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armor real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Guyble, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
Ok, allora preferirei non farmi notare. Mi servirebbe un'armatura.
I could use some armor.
Vediamo.
Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And...
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armor, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And...
That's a long story.
And
it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now. But you might find something in the town hall armory. Although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Grazie. Allora.
I have no money. I might as well beg on.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Giusto. Mi serve anche un cavallo.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semi on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is...
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semi, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semi?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semine.
Già.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't
Bene.
started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Allora, andiamo pure indietro. Anzi, vediamo se mi serve qualche
I can
indumento.
see that. Save up for something, or use those
Allora.
lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Ok, indietro. Come ti chiami a proposito?
Hey,
Infatti, ragazzi.
you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just...
Bene.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Giusto.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
Giusto.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I...
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud.
Una specie di...
The locals don't take
Dai.
kindly to them.
Ci sta.
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just...
Grazie.
Oh well.
Ok.
It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Grazie. Allora, bene. Bene. Allora, ragazzi, adesso io direi, vediamo un attimo di capirci. Allora, diario. Allora, addestramento. Addestramento. Poi la C. Allora, la B. Con l'aiuto del fabbro, con l'aiuto del mugnaio. Io e i ragazzi del fabbro, visto che siamo fabbri. Poi abbiamo ok, e poi dopo lui. Allora, scusate, bene, voglio vedere un'altra cosa al volo. Ok. Bene ragazzi, io direi che per il momento ci possiamo fermare qui. Io vi ringrazio di essere stati in mia compagnia e vi do appuntamento a domani, sempre pronti all'avventura.